Shadow Coast here, and welcome back. In this series of videos, we will be running different quests. On this one, we are going to run the Charlatan. You pick up this quest over at the Bridge Alliance Embassy. You'll automatically pick it up because it is part of your first main quest where you have to talk to Ambassador Sarheen of the Bridge Alliance. So I'll show this here. So in here, the way we're going to structure this, just so we're kind of laying out the ground rules here, is I'm going to skip over all of the conversation and cutscenes. If you'd like to see that, you can feel free to see the Let's Play. I will be picking distinct paths that are most likely different on this one compared to the Let's Play, so I can show you the variability of options you have in completing quests and the decisions you're going to have to make. So in this one, it's a pretty complex quest with a lot of different branching stuff. Effectively, you're going to talk to him, and he's going to mention something about the Charlatan, um, which you can see here. Find the Charlatan, which we will do. So when you exit here, you're going to run straight and then hang a left. Now, this is a different character that I rolled. I started with a technical, and I picked one skill in lockpicking. And I did that because there are some cool things you can lockpick and get. So you actually hang a left, and then another left, and he's up here. And he's hawking his wares, claiming that he has a potion that will cure a bunch of stuff. So we're going to ask him about side effects. He says there are none. We're going to ask for a demonstration. And he pretends to drink it, even though he took a vial out of his pocket.
Steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt.
Now,
let's take a look at his cart.
His cart's right here. To get there, you actually run around over to the right. Open this gate. And make sure you have your weapons ready to go. Because when you run back here, which I recommend you do, there are some bad guys. So we were able to knock them back. Let's use our firearms. Take out a guy. So there are 3 of them. Should be easy, unless you put it on extreme difficulty. And in this back area here, I also recommend picking up stuff in this chest. There's, I think, a health potion, some coins, and some other stuff you can use. Alright, so back here, there are 3 items that you need to pick up for the quest. So the first is the antidote that we want him to try. There's a note giving you some details. Feel free to read it, and another note giving you more details. So it's important you pick up all 3 before you head back and confront the Charlatan, which we are going to do. Now, effectively, we're going to ask him to take the potion, and he refuses to take the potion, and so he makes a run for it. So it's clear he is a charlatan. He's not hawking any health potions or anything that cures anything. And thinking about the note, if you actually, and I apologize guys, I did not turn this one on to make it easier. If you walk away from the stand, directly behind it, he's staying in here. Now, I am of the opinion ABL always be looting, so make sure you pick up all this stuff. When you walk into the tavern, you want to hang a left and go up the stairs, grab the stuff in this barrel, some coins and crude iron and some other stuff. And he will be the first door on the right over here. Before confronting him, I recommend that you walk past him and you read this little note, because it could influence your decision, right? When you confront him, you actually have to talk to him. You have to go through, I think, all 3 items that he talks about. So it's about his career, about Sarheen and how Sarheen hates him, and about the potions he's selling. So once you get through all that dialogue, you're going to have a decision to make. You can either decide to arrest him or help him leave the city. If you decide to arrest him, the mission's simple. You actually run back to Sarheen, report him. He's kind of trapped in the tavern because there's a mob of angry people outside now that we've revealed him. We're going to pick help him leave the city because this one has more options and ways to accomplish the mission this way. So again, if you decide to arrest him, you simply head back to the Bridge Alliance, talk to Sahin, tell him that he's here and to come arrest him, which Sahin will do. If you decide to help him leave the city, it gets a little more complex. So let's check that out.
I'm going to help you leave the city. I swear
So
it.
we
Very well then.
decided to help
I
him.
haven't lost.
It would be better if...
We have a few ways of helping him get out, right? The first way is to negotiate with the crowd, right? Can we convince the angry mob outside to let him go? So let's take a look and give that an attempt.
Please listen.
So we have some options. We can propose a settlement, we could use intuition, or we could try to give an order to disperse. I'm going to propose a settlement, and in doing that, effectively what we sign up for is that, that if we can provide them 6 potions, or health potions, you know, we can kind of convince them to disperse. Now, I don't want to do that. If you want to run around, try to craft potions, there is a crafting bench over there. You have to find the materials. You can also fight some bad guys who might drop them in different, you know, back alleyways. We're not going to go that route. We're going to go a different route. So another option is seeing if there's a back door to this place. If you actually walk through the second door instead of going upstairs, there's a servant's entrance door. Now, I mentioned that I picked up lockpicking, but we're only at level 1. This is level 2, so we can't lockpick it.
I don't have the key.
We don't have the key. Now, this other door becomes important, so just remember it for later. We don't have the key, so we have a couple options here. The first option is, why not approach the innkeeper and see if we can convince him to help us out.
Good day, tavern keeper.
So we can talk to him. Let's talk about planning an escape, and he basically wants 50 gold coins. We can try to use charisma. I didn't get that talent or perk. If you have it, it might work. Right now, 50-50, not good shot. And I'm not going to let him extort us just to try to open the back door. There's a third option, right? Or another option to open that door.
I need to be off.
This is where the game gets really interesting, right? The other option is, let's see if we can find a key to open the door, right? We know we can't level up lockpicking fast enough because we're only at level 1. If you actually run back up the stairs and you actually go to the right over here, you curve around, there are keys here, right? And these keys are the innkeeper's storeroom keys. Also, if you guys want to check out my other video, if you open this door, if you have picked up lockpicking before you leave, come up here and lockpick this chest. There's actually an awesome sword in there. I'll cover that off in another video, so check it out. Anyways, pick up this storeroom key, and remember that door I mentioned that you should keep an eye out for, and remember, let's head back. Now, on this character, I rolled lockpicking, so I could open this door with lockpicking, but I could have also used, which I should have done, and I didn't do there, is use the storeroom key, and the storeroom key would have opened up the door. And in here, there's a chest which has the innkeeper's key that is basically the key to
the key to the tavern.
To the tavern. We can use the key we just picked up from that chest, and we can use it to unlock the door. Make sure you use it to unlock this door before you grab the Charlatan. Now, I ended up lockpicking because I clicked too quick. You just use the option to use the storeroom key, and it'll open that door if you don't have lockpicking. So we've opened up the back door. Let's go escort this guy to safety. We're gonna go talk to him. Blah blah blah. Come follow us.
Let's sneak out the back.
So we're gonna run downstairs and sneak out the back. Now, sneaking out the back, we have some decisions to make. We have to get him come around and come to the back over here. We could go this way, which will pass us in front of the tavern, or we can go back around this way. I recommend going back around this way. I think you're going to encounter limited enemies. For those watching, unfortunately, this door is off limits when he's following you. So what you end up having to do is actually jump over this fence. He'll actually follow you. And I'd recommend setting down some traps immediately, because once he follows us, there's some bad guys. So we're going to take these 3 guys out. So we're gonna loot them. Always be looting. ABL, like I said. And we're gonna head around this way. Some stuff up there, some extra ammo, which is always helpful. Some more stuff here. I think Hawthorne's used in health potions. Now up here, we're going to actually encounter some more bad guys. I'm not sure why he kind of ran out. Trying to. Oh. I'm still figuring out my playstyle, to be honest with you. The pause wheel isn't necessary. It's kind of a nice to have. So sometimes I like using it. Like here, if we want to try to parry, I guess we didn't need to. He was dead. Ooh, we have a blue item that fell off that guy. I'll be posting some videos on gear and thinking about min-maxing it. Now, for those of you who are interested, I tried to have him follow me over this wall and he bugged out. And then I was forced to report him, so don't run him over that wall. Instead, what you want to do is actually, at this point, we're going to want to turn right this way. And so you can follow along the map. We're going to go down, around, and take him to his cart. So, you can kind of run through here, being on the lookout for angry mob members. There's some more stuff we pick up from that box. Luckily, the crowd is too busy over there. You can see them off in the distance. We're gonna run around back because we gotta get him over to his cart. Couldn't find the handle there.
My cart, finally.
And there we have. We've saved him. So you do get 80 gold from him, but it's not done yet. We have to go back and report to Ambassador Sahin. So the branching decision making isn't done yet. And this is nice. It actually gives us an auto jump option instead of having to run back and forth. I really like that about the game. Doing a good job. So talking to Sahin, we actually have to speak about the Charlatan to close out the quest. And we have to decide, do we confront him about his lie, or do we cover the escape of the alchemist? Now you'll notice here we had +1 with the Bridge Alliance for reputation. I'm going to pick to cover the escape of the alchemist and see what happens. Feel free to confront him on his lie and check that out. And effectively, he's going to try to eventually find him, and we get another 50 gold from the Ambassador Sahin, and you also level up. So that is, let's find the Charlatan, or finding the Charlatan and revealing the Charlatan. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and saw some options. Check out some of the other videos. I will be checking out that room to highlight what lockpicking can get you if that's the first skill you pick initially when you're in Serene before you leave the continent. Thanks for watching. Throw me a thumbs up and appreciate the support. Catch you in the next episode.